So Lizzo had a nervous breakdown on her Instagram yesterday. Okay, she went on her Instagram page addressing trolls that basically were attacking her, calling her a mammy, basically saying that she was fat and unattractive and stuff. And I guess, all of these words and comments and thoughts that these fans and trolls were throwing at her has started to get to Lizzo, because she decided to go on Instagram and address it and basically had a nervous breakdown. You guys, she has her stocking cap on. She's crying and wiping her tears, basically explaining to everybody, what her life truly is. And, the video is real, real sad. Of course, I want you guys to see the video. But first, I want to talk about how I feel about the video in general for what I've seen. And I want y'all to comment below what y'all think about it as well. But for what I'm seeing, it just looks as if Lizzo is living a real lonely life. She basically was saying in the video that she's used to people attacking her. But, after a while, it starts to get to her, especially this past weekend with her trying to make a comeback in the music industry with her new music video. She was just hoping to have positive energy and have people be receptive to her. But she just doesn't understand why so many people, spend their time and day attacking her, coming at her, basically fat shaming her and being fat phobic. And she also basically also addressed the fact that she doesn't even have any friends. And this is something that I feel like a lot of people can learn from Lizzo and understand that, fame doesn't mean that you're going to have a lot of friends. And friends, you might have fans, but friends, not too many. And it's, very hard for you to actually build a genuine relationship with another person or people in general when you are a brand, because there's so many people around you looking for a come up, looking to expand themselves off of who the public figure is, you know what I mean? And I feel like with Lizzo, it's pretty much the same thing. That's what she said in the video for the most part, is that she's always by herself. She's lonely. She has no real friends. All she does is work day in, day out. And it's a lonely life. And then she goes on Instagram and YouTube and put out these videos to give off a persona that she's always happy, and she's not actually happy. And you guys, I just feel real bad for Lizzo. You know what I mean? I know there's a ton of other people who has attacked her. People with bigger platforms has come after Lizzo, basically saying she's a mammy, because they say that she embodies the racial stereotype of a mammy. But to me, I think they're only saying this because she's overweight and she's a black woman. I think they're saying that because she is basically getting the attentions of the masses. And when it comes to the pop realm, she's not just a soul singer. We have a lot of overweight black women that's out there that's been singing for a very long time that no one is calling them a mammy. But I feel like because Lizzo has a crossover appeal, people want to attack her and call her a mammy. Another thing I want to talk about too, another reason why people call her these names is because she is body positive. When I say body positive, she's comfortable in her own skin. Now, I know a lot of people out there may say, you know what, being fat is a bad thing. Being overweight is a bad thing. It can kill you, diabetes, blah, blah, blah. But also being too skinny. For me, being too skinny is a bad thing. Being too skinny could mean you have an illness. Really, I feel like people try to put weight on what's healthy and what's not healthy. Now, and by all means, I know for a fact being 350 pounds is not healthy, right? We know that, okay? And I'm pretty sure that most people that is obese know that it's unhealthy as well, but it's also hard sometimes for people to lose weight because of health reasons, all types of different reasons. Even if they're working out, they could just be stuck. Like they just can't seem to get the weight off unless they get surgery, which is very expensive. So I just wish that we could be a little bit more sensitive to the big people out there. People attack Lizzo because she decides to be body positive, be comfortable in her own skin, and go on Instagram and post photos of herself. Kind of in a nude, showing a little hip there, showing a little stomach there, hair, whatever. People are attacking her because of that. And that's more so why people are calling her a mammy. She also had a moment where she decided to come out and she had her butt cheeks cut out, which is something I'm just like, I wasn't ready for that. But she went to a basketball game a couple of years ago and her butt cheeks was hanging out and everybody was calling her mammy as well because of that also. But the thing I want to say is that I feel like if everybody everybody's going to attack Lizzo for showing skin, we need to attack the skinny girls for showing skin. We need to attack the girls that's walking around with a bunch of plastic surgery, getting their ass, excuse my language, getting their breasts, getting their, or their hips and thighs replaced, and, face broken, and walking around halfway naked on Instagram. You know what I mean? I just feel like we live in a society where everyone does not get the same energy when they're doing the same stuff. Like, if you guys are going to attack somebody like Lizzo, I need y'all to also attack, everybody that walks around butt naked because they just want to and they can. And also, it's this stereotype where people basically in the media give this persona that everybody is attracted to skinny women. Like, everybody is like okay with seeing a skinny woman. It's just skinny women all on social media naked. I don't want to see anybody on my Instagram page naked. You know what I mean? And just because you are attracted to skinny girls, just because you are attracted to those small girls that like to get plastic surgery, that have them walking around looking like an ant, just because you're into that, does not mean that the next person is interested in that. And that does not mean that a bigger girl or a voluptuous woman is unattractive to those people as well. Everyone has a preference. You know what I mean? You might not like Lizzo's size, but there is a million other people who like Lizzo the way that she is and find her attractive. So her pictures can be viewed as attractive without her being called a mammy. You know what I mean? They don't sit here and call the skinnier women that come out naked and in their little mid-dress or whatever, they don't come out and say, oh, she a hoe or she this, and this. But because Lizzo is a crossover pop star artist who happens to be overweight, and she happens to be a black woman that's not standing into the stereotypical nature of a black woman. When it comes to soul music, they have to attack her and go after her because she's not depressed. She's not singing about men not wanting her. She's not pushing the stereotype that black women and overweight black women are unattractive. Let's just keep it real. Anybody that comment below, and I want to hear your thoughts about it. Anybody that comments below right now, right? Y'all can comment below and say, oh, Lizzo is fat, she needs to lose weight. But just as people, for my black folks, let's be real. Majority of the black community itself is overweight. That's just what it is. Okay? And a lot of y'all talking all this stuff right now, mamas are overweight. Aunties are overweight. Stuff like that. So I don't understand how y'all are able to go on another woman's page and attack her because she's overweight. Like, it's just like, y'all are really keyboard gangsters. You know what I mean? And for Lizzo, I want Lizzo to go and find a friend. And it's hard for people in, like a celebrity like her to be able to find a friend. But I need her to find a friend within herself when I say find a friend. And she needs to stay off of social media. Stop letting these people see you sweat. Literally, like, stop. You know what I mean? It's okay to, express yourself. I'm not telling her not to express herself, but she should not let these people get the satisfaction of knowing that they've gotten to her so much that now she's on social media crying when she should be celebrating her new record that she has with Cardi B. Another thing I also want to review in this conversation is the fact that Cardi B did go on social media to address the trolls and stuff like that. And basically the statement says, when you stand up for yourself, they claim you're problematic and sensitive. When you don't, they tear you down. They tear you apart until you crying like this. Whether you skinny, big, plastic, they going to always try to put their insecurities on you. Remember, these are nerds looking at a popular table. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the popular table. And she basically is addressing the trolls on social media, defending Lizzo. And, I feel like she's right. I feel like you can never satisfy people, whether you're big, whether you're skinny, whether you're plastic. No one is ever satisfied with their looks. And I think Lizzo really needs to see that from Cardi B or hear that from Cardi B for her to just settle the fact that everybody's not going to like her. Nobody, is going to just sit there and praise her all day long. You know what I mean? And it's okay. But what's not okay for the people that's out there that's being keyboard gangsters, it's not okay for you to go on here and try to attack a woman who's trying to build her brand. And also, this also lets me know that Lizzo doesn't have the best team around her, because I feel like there should be people on deck on her social media page that can block these people the moment that they get disrespectful when she goes on live. Like, she needs to have her administrators and stuff like that have access to her page to block these people that's attacking her, and really take the Beyonce approach and ignore them, because at the end of the day, she may be fat, but you still broke. Y'all can sit here and talk this all day, but Lizzo is a big girl. She's pretty. and she's always in her bag. Okay, now if you took that same energy yet you're taking to talk about her being overweight and took yourself to the gym, see how far you would be in life. And of course the video, you guys, if you guys want to watch the full video, the link is in the description. I don't know if I said that already, but the link is in the description below. You guys can watch the full video and hear, Lizzo crying about basically being attacked and basically saying that she's used to being attacked, but this past weekend it really has gotten to her because she's always working and she has no friends, and that's just the saddest part about the situation for me. And being a celebrity is her having to settle with the fact that she does all this work and it's like she does not have anybody that she can fully trust. She has her staff, but if something goes wrong, like for instance, she get canceled, all them people gonna go right out the door, So it's just important, like people that's trying to go after fame and fortune, understand what you're going up against, what you're going after, because this stuff like this, if you're not mentally sane, it can lead to people wanting to harm themselves. It can lead to so much more dark, twisted things that I cannot say on YouTube. But y'all, that's just me going on a rant about this, and from what I've seen in the video, it's really sad. And then of course, Lizzo actually did a follow-up in regards to her making the statement. It said, loving yourself in a world that don't like you back takes an incredible amount of self-awareness and a bullshit detector that can see through ass backwards societal standards. If you manage to love yourself today, I'm proud of you. If you haven't, I'm still proud of you. This shit hurts. Also, another thing that happened was I did some research. Lizzo actually went on her timeline and showed a clip of Missy Elliott sending her flowers. And of course, we know that Missy Elliott has been a big influence to her as well. And Missy Elliott has been a girl that has struggled, a woman that has struggled with her own weight. And she, made it super duper fly, so it's good to see that support. Another thing that I want to talk about lastly in this video is fans saying that they think the real reason that Lizzo is being attacked is because she's working with Cardi B. One person said, y'all have a problem with any and everyone who works with Cardi B. Y'all out here saying mean and nasty things about Lizzo just because she worked with Cardi. Grow the F up, like seriously. And Cardi actually reposted and retweeted it on her Twitter. And then, of course, Cardi B made a post discussing that as well, saying they do this all the time. It's the new tactic. They like to fill the comments with fake hate to persuade people opinions some way. They harass every artist that work with me and try to scare people from working with me, but the numbers don't lie. What God bless, no man can curse. So yeah, it's just interesting. That's an interesting theory as well. They're basically, and Cardi B agree with it. She's basically saying that people are attacking the music artists and stuff like that she decides to work with because they hate her or whatever the situation may be. But it's just interesting to see this whole thing unfold, and I feel like really people just need to really grow up. It's just so many adults on here that is like 30 years old that still act like they're 15. I feel like one of the biggest issues with social media is that a lot of people have become stuck at like 16 years old because of their access to social media. They haven't had time to actually mentally grow and jump into adulthood. And, this has led to a whole generation of keyboard gangsters out in these streets. You feel me? But y'all tell me what y'all think about the situation. Of course, if you guys want to see the full video of her crying about the things that's going on in her life, you guys can also click the link in the description to see the full clip of that. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, comment below. And I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Much love. And make sure you guys stream my full podcast available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And lastly, one more thing. Follow my website, djjericapod.com. I'm always posting on there. New news is going on for everybody that like new news, okay? I'm always posting there daily. Every day I post new news nearly every hour in regards to everything that's going on in the entertainment world news in general, so you guys can stay up to date in between these videos. So I guess I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Appreciate you guys. Much love. Peace.